Well, you know how I said a couple weeks ago how like, because I had the new room, I wouldn't have to do stuff but in the kitchen anymore? Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to another video this week, and this week is something I haven't done in a while. It's another movie review, so yay! And this one is about the newest blockbuster horror movie coming out, It Chapter 2. I'll work out halfway in the review whether this is spoilers or not, so pre-spoiler warning in case I accidentally do this, but I'll try and make it easier because it's only just came out on Friday. So, just to let you guys know for one thing, I am a big Stephen King fan. I love all this stuff. Like, I love his adaptations of things. The Shawshank Redemption movie is, to me, considered one of my top favorite drama ever. I love it too much. So, I was pretty hyped going into this, especially with the fact that the first one, the chapter 1, I absolutely loved. That whole thing I thought was great. And this one, when I kept hearing about the cast and everything, I was like, James McAvoy, Jessica Chastain, Bill Hader, I just kept thinking this is going to be awesome. And then, so just going into this, I absolutely thought it was great. I thought it was good. Because there is a bit of a bias going on with other reviews, which I'm reading a lot in the sense of like, this one's not as reviewed as favourably as compared to the first one, which I get, I understand, because like, it's the general consensus that the first part of the kids and it is always seen as better compared to the one where they're adults, because in the adult section, in the adult part in the actual book, not much happens. It's all about where the kids are. That's the fun part, So I get the lot of reviews where like people are saying that like there's always all this hype going on, all this huge cast, and it didn't really live up to the hype, which I don't. I think it did. I think it lived up to a good amount of hype. I thought it was a really good movie. I mean, if I could talk about the cast, I thought all of them played their parts great. The fact that it just looked like the kids had grown up into these roles. It was so amazing. All of them were so good. Bill Hader, I do have to give props in the movie. He just outshone everybody by the end of it. I was just thinking like, my God, when the hell did you become a serious actor? I've always known Bill Hader Stefan from SNL. It's just like now it's his days. It's like, damn, you could be funny and like properly serious. So well done, dude. James McAvoy was great. Jessica Chastain was great. The other two were great. Sorry, I completely forgot their names. I apologise. Bill Skarsgård's It. He's great in both movies. So this one, him being scary was always going to be a thing. And I thought it was great. I thought it was an absolutely well done adaptation of the book. There's a couple of things in there in the book which, if you know it, is very, very weird, and somehow they managed to put those things in the movie. I was a little bit like, how the hell did you put that in the movie? I was just like, because if anybody's read like the book, there are weird things involving rituals and tortoises where it's just like, what the hell is this? So, it's just like halfway in the book, and somehow it got in the movie, and I was like, well, damn, you got that in there. It was like one of those films where it's just like, Stephen King must have had such a huge impact just to be like, no, I want this in there because that has to make sense. Yeah. So that's all my positives. Negatives. It is a little bit long. It is quite a bit of a long running movie. There are, in the sense, like there are bits and pieces where, now that I'm thinking of it, I can look back and think I didn't really need that in the movie. Like there's always bits and pieces in movies sometimes where it's just like there's a good 5 or 10 minutes, even 15, just to be like, yeah, just snip these out, just to get rid of them. Like there's a couple scares which I think like they were effective, but I'm thinking like didn't really need them as much. It's not because I think it was just one of those cases where they had to just the second half of the book in terms of the adults is very thin. There's not much there, so you gonna have to just bulk up and put other stuff in there. So they put it with scary things, which I was like, I understood, but didn't need it quite a lot. Because I know there's gonna be a few parts into other things where they go over a couple of things from the book, which I thought, didn't need that, but good. But the fact that they were very, very faithful to the story and everything else, I was quite well done. But little bit long, and also it is one of those movies where you sort of have to watch the first movie to get to the second movie, because like if you just watch the second movie blind, you're not gonna get anything. It's just gonna be like, what the hell is going on, you know? That's why I was recommending to people I know, it's just to be like, no, you need to watch the first one before to the second one. It's what I did, you know. I watched it chapter 1 first, and then I went out to see the second, you know. But yeah, because also in terms of negatives, there are a couple of jump scares, which you know, I'm not favorable to movies that do that, because a lot of horror movies do that now these days, and some of them do it worse, you know. This one didn't do a lot of them, but there were a couple of cases where it's like, you know, I respect a horror movie more when they're more creepy. Like the first, it was more like that, and the second one, it did sound like there was a couple of scares where they just jump scared you. Yeah, which is like, you didn't need that, you know. But you know, I can't harsh the movie that much. So overall, I'm gonna give this like a rating or something, because I might as well. See, out of 10, I'll give it a good 7. Yeah, because the first one was a 9 to me. This one's a 7. Not as great, but then again, I shouldn't compare. Yeah, I shouldn't compare. This is still a very, very good movie to watch. You know. I thought it was fantastic. I'd recommend everybody go see this, because yeah, it's very rare these days where Stephen King adaptations of movies do so very well, because you know, the dude's written like 500 books and there's about 100 adaptations of all his works, so it's a very 50-50 mark in terms of like, some are absolutely glorious and then some are absolutely horrible, you know, because Jesus, that man can write a lot. Anyway guys, that's it. You know, of this video. What did you think of it? What did you think of the movie? You know, tell me, you know, in comments down below. Hope I didn't spoil anything, so you know, and I won't try to. But yeah, tell me what you think. Tell me what you think of my review. Do you disagree with me or not? You know. Thank you guys for watching this video. I will see you guys next week with a brand new one, and that's it, guys. That's all I can say. Bye.